He's wide open. Oh my choke. Why didn't he shoot?
He's not a shooter. He's the captain.
He got scared because I was taking out the goalie, but I stopped him. That 5-star weak foot. That felt automatic. Nice.
Oh.
Yes, you know it. You know it. Oh, layoff. Oh. Dude, I didn't even call for it. I was just like waiting for him to shoot. I might have to tactically waste time here.
Yeah.
I'm running through here. So open. I'm just out of stamina though.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Dude, this build is so silky. I don't know why. Like that Elastico was like lightning speed. That's crazy.
You just broke their ankles. Yeah, that is weird. It was red then.
It was such a slow animation. I didn't expect it. It's sometimes very random when it comes to that.
Ooh. Forgot about the Elastica.
Yeah, I've been doing it so much. It's freaking nasty. You got that? Wow, she said I'm gonna do it for you.
But...
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Could be threatening.
Oh yeah. Patty.
No way.
What? Dang.
Knew it.
What an idiot.
And you get mixed. He's pulling on my jersey. What's going on, Pro Clubs fans? This is Lesky here, and in today's video, we're going to be showing you this Cam Skiller build that I've made. It's one of my favorite builds so far in FIFA 22 Pro Clubs. It's just really fun to use, and for some reason, it feels extremely responsive and silky on the ball, more than like any of my other builds I've posted on my channel. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's the skinny body type, but this Cam build, it's been a lot of fun to use. And when I have 5-star skills on my builds, that's when I'm having the most fun on FIFA, enjoying my time, skilling on people, doing what I do best pretty much, because I know pretty much all the skills in the game, and I'm just a huge fan of skilling in FIFA. I've always been a huge fan, so this is the perfect type of build for me. And I know one of you guys in my comments on one of my videos was asking for an Ozil type of build, Ozil type of Cam build that can do fancy passes, create chances, and have really good dribbling. So this is kind of my take on an Ozil build. It's not going to be exactly like Ozil, and I know he did just get a special card in Ultimate Team not too long ago. I didn't really look at it and try and like copy that card. This is kind of just my own take on an Ozil build. So it's not exactly like an Ozil build, but it kind of plays pretty similar. And actually, like the height and the body and the weight, like the body type, is actually very similar. So let's dive straight into this build video and take a look at the height and weight for this build. We went for 5'10", 119 pounds. I believe Ozil is about 5'11". I don't think he's 6 foot. I think he's 5'11", and he has a very lean body type. So we went 119 pounds. And what this will really do as a Cam is just boost your agility pretty much to the max possible that we can get as a Cam. As a 5'10 Cam, that is. And the reason I went for 5'10 height, I know my other 2 Cam builds I posted on my channel, we went higher up in weight, like more like average weight, or even like, I think one of my Cam builds was like max weight. Because when you actually go up in weight as a Cam build, the pace really doesn't change. It actually goes up +1, it shows. But really what it does is at 253 pounds, you will have more sprint speed than acceleration. But when you go to like 99 pounds, 119, the lowest possible, you'll have more acceleration than sprint speed, which is kind of why it's showing it has less pace, because I think FIFA just weights, when it comes to pace, it weights the sprint speed a little bit more heavier than the acceleration when it comes to the overall pace. So don't get too bothered about that. And anyways, in my opinion, I think as a Cam, acceleration is way more important. You're not going to need to be sprinting too much, and as a Cam, it's just a lot more important to have to be really quick, and especially when you're doing skills, acceleration is extremely important. So I went 5'10", 119 pounds, and honestly, as a Cam and as like a skiller build, I think 5'10" is like the best height. It's around like the Neymar height. I think Mbappe is 6 foot, but they all have like lean body types, really good skillers, meta players in FIFA. For the past few years, like Neymar's like around 5'10", 5'11", Same with Ozil. Di Maria always feels really good to me as well when it comes to dribbling the ball. And they're all around 5'10", 5'11", and have really lean body types. So that's kind of what I was going for with this build. The only downside really to being on a lower weight as a cam is obviously the physical ability, but mostly is the shot power. The shot power is pretty low because we are low on weight. So that's really the only downside we have for this build. But with this build, we're kind of focusing on playmaking and dribbling more than actually scoring. We're going to leave that mostly up to our attackers that are ahead of you on the field, the strikers, wingers, center forwards, whatever it may be. So that's why I went for 5'10", 119 pounds on this build. And then taking a look at the perks, for the first perk, we went for skilled dribbler. Since this is a skiller cam build, it's kind of what I was going for. We're trying to make the dribbling kind of as best as possible, or at least good enough to where we can skill comfortably and feel really responsive on the ball. So the skill dribbler will increase your dribbling attribute, and I think we have about 90 dribbling on the skill tree. So this will actually boost it up to maybe like over 95 dribbling, possibly even 99 dribbling. It actually doesn't tell you how much it actually boosts the dribbling, which is kind of annoying, but it's around high 90s would be my guess, possibly even max dribbling, because this build feels really silky and responsive on the ball. One of the best dribbling builds I've used all year, which is the main reason why I like this build. And then the next reason why I like this build is I really like playmaking and making good passes. It's just extremely satisfying for me in FIFA. So having the precision pass and the threaded pass to increase your passing accuracy and just make your overall passing ability a lot better. Even though we have some upgrades on the passing skill tree and our passing is already pretty good, this will make them even better. The precision pass and the threaded pass both give you flare trait. So you actually get the flare trait for all three of these perks. So you can do fancy passes, which is pretty nice. Ozil is known for doing a lot of those fancy passes, so it's good to have that. And then it's also just important as a cam to be able to do like back heels and throw off the defenders, and it's kind of hard for them to read the pass when you're able to do back heels and fancy passes. And then also, one of the main reasons why I really like these passing perks is it gives you a 5-star weak foot, so you don't have to worry about what foot you're passing the ball with. Pretty much every single pass you make, you'll have a 5-star weak foot and you'll be good to go. Just keep in mind, we don't have the pinpoint cross on this build. So every time you're crossing with this build, you won't have a 5-star weak foot if you're crossing it with your weak foot. I just didn't think as a cam, pinpoint cross is as important. It's more important for like a winger. So those are the 3 perks that we have: skill dribbler, precision pass, and threaded pass. Let's take a look at the skill tree now for this skiller cam build. So starting with the physical page, what we have is a little bit of a stamina increase, and we got some increase in reactions on this right side. This one is 2 skill points for +2 stamina, and that'll bump us up to 75 stamina. As a cam, the stamina is just not that great to start with. And then I really think reactions is actually pretty important for a lot of things. Your guy just reacts to the ball in like a bunch of crazy situations, and also it helps a little bit for dribbling, like those automatic animations your player makes, like hopping over a slide tackle or doing some weird animation to avoid a defender. Reactions takes a part in that as well, and it's only 2 skill points for +4 reactions, which is really nice. And I think that's honestly one of the reasons why this build feels pretty good on the ball as well. It might not be the main reason, but I think it does help a bit. So we have 86 reactions, and then on this left side, we just had 1 skill point left, and this just gives you +2 strength. The strength's already pretty bad, so it's not going to make much of a difference, but we only had 1 skill point left, and we just had to put it on something, so we put it on this strength. And I would love to get this other stamina if I was level 25. I'm level 24 right now. I'm almost max. So if I had some extra skill points, I would for sure get this stamina right here to get 78 stamina, but I had to leave it off and just settle for 75. So if y'all are max and have more skill points than me, definitely get this extra stamina because you might need it. There's not much else to talk about on the physical page, so let's head on over to the dribbling page since we don't have anything on defending. And the defending is honestly not too bad as a cam, like 64 interceptions, I guess is pretty decent, 65 defensive awareness. Stand tackling and slide tackling aren't that good. But of course, as a cam, as an attacking cam build, that you're not going to be going back on defense too much, especially since the stamina is not that great. You really don't want to be playing too much defense and sprinting back on defense because you'll regret it towards the end of the game. So we don't have anything on defending. And then on the dribbling page, we went for 5-star skills, of course. I'm a huge skiller. I love doing all the skills in the game. And then we went for the Lynx archetype. We went all the way over here, got this agility, and then we got this Lynx archetype, which will give you a substantial increase in agility and balance and give us 79 agility or 89 agility and 79 balance with 89 ball control and 90 dribbling. And remember, we do have the skilled dribbler perk on, so our dribbling is actually higher than what it says right here. I would like to get this balance right here to get us to 82 balance, but I decided to take it off and not try the balance and add it on some other things on the skill tree. But I really don't think it's too important. 79 balance isn't terrible, but even like players like Cruyff, like an ultimate team, have a pretty low balance but high agility like this, and he's like one of the best dribblers on the game. So I really don't think it's too big of a deal. But if I had some extra skill points to work with, then maybe I would increase the balance. But I would think the extra stamina on the physical page is more important than this balance. So if y'all have some even more skill points to put on the build after this, then possibly allocate that to this balance if possible. Try and do some skills with this build. This build's really fun to use. And if you're going to rock the 5-star skills, definitely try utilizing them because they're very overpowered. And if you don't want the 5-star skills, you're not going to be using them, and you just want 4-star skills, feel free to take one of them off and then use the skill points somewhere else. Like you could use these skill points to put it on this balance right here, or the stamina, like I said, and then use the rest of those skill points somewhere else, anywhere you'd like. But for me, I think 5-star skills are very important, especially as a cam. And I just play best when I have 5-star skills. So on to the passing page. It's important to have good passing as a cam build. So what we did was try and upgrade the vision, long passing, and short passing. So we got this first short pass right here, and we went down and got the next short pass, and then we got this long pass that's only 2 skill points for +4 long pass. And then we went back to this left side, got this +3 vision for 3 skill points, and then over to the right again right here, we got this long passing and vision, 3 skill points for +2 vision and +3 long pass, and that'll get us to 83 vision, 85 long pass, and 86 short pass. And keep in mind, those 2 perks that we have on this build will actually increase the vision, long passing, and short passing more than it's actually showing right here. So honestly, our passing ability is more around the 90 ranges, I would say. And then our crossing is 82, which actually isn't too bad for a base attribute as a cam. And then we have 79 curve. We didn't upgrade the curve. That's just a base attribute, so we kind of just have to settle for that. And also remember that you have the 5-star weak foot with both of those passing perks, so you don't have to worry about what foot you're passing the ball with. And just the passing on this build is top notch. You can really just get your teammates in behind. If you try like a through ball over the top or a driven pass on the ground are very good. Double tap passes are nice as well. All the type of passes are going to be very accurate with this build because of those 2 perks and the increases that we put on the skill tree on this passing page. So you're basically going to be running the offense with this cam build and just feeding your strikers to put the ball in the back of the net, and you're going to be getting a lot of assist with this build. Now on to the shooting page, where we have the 4-star weak foot, and then right here we got these 6 things right here to get increased long shots and shot power, and then also to just increase the finishing and volleys. So we have 88 finishing, 67 shot power. Like I said, is the one downside for this cam build because we are very skinny, so the shot power isn't that good. Like if you were to put more weight on the build, you would have more shot power, but you would have less agility, which is important as a dribbler build to have good agility, which is why I went 119 pounds for this build. But 88 finishing is actually pretty good for a cam, same as 87 volleys. You have 89 long shots, but the 67 shot power kind of makes it difficult to score long shots because both of those attributes are pretty important in order to make long shots. But when I did get in front of the goal, I pretty much finished all my chances. When it came to like the weak foot on my left foot, even though I had a 4-star weak foot, which really isn't too bad, it's not a 5-star weak foot, but I finished a lot of my chances with my left foot. So the weak foot didn't really let me down there. And then now on to the pace page, where we only left one thing off on this pace page, which was this +2 sprint speed for 3 skill points. We decided to get this the +3 acceleration over the +2 sprint speed. Like, you could go for the sprint speed to make it a little bit more balanced, but in my opinion, especially as a skiller dribbling build, acceleration is way more important for like skill moves and just like beating a defender in like tight situations. So I went for the +3 acceleration to get 93 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. And really, as a cam, you don't need that much sprint speed. You're probably not going to be running in behind too much. You might have some times where you're trying to run in behind the defense, but as a cam, you're going to be playmaking mostly, and you're going to leave that up to your strikers and your center forwards and your pacier builds. So you really don't need that sprint speed. And honestly, the build felt extremely quick anyways. You wouldn't even kind of notice that the sprint speed is 87. It didn't really feel like it, probably just because of the 93 acceleration. But then again, if you somehow have extra skill points to get this extra sprint speed, then go ahead, it'll be nice, but it's really not needed. I think if you have more extra skill points to put on the build, I think the +3 balance is more important. You could do that first. And then even more important than that is the +3 stamina. I would go stamina first if you have extra skill points, then the balance, and then lastly, if you do have any more, if it's even possible with max skill points, to just get the sprint speed. Or I was also thinking about getting this shot power, actually this one right here on the left, because it also increases your free kicks and it gives you +3 shot power for 3 skill points, 3 shot power and 5 free kick, +5 free kick accuracy for 3 skill points, and that'll at least give the shot power on this build to 70, which actually isn't too bad. It's definitely better than 67. So that's another alternative for you guys that have max skill points. You can increase the shot power and free kick accuracy for only 3 skill points. And that's gonna wrap it up for this skiller cam build, Ozil-esque type build. I know we have a 4-star weak foot, and Ozil is known for only pretty much using his left foot, and his weak foot's not very good. Like in Ultimate Team, he usually just has like a 2-star or 3-star weak foot. But as we know, weak foot's very important, and to have a really good build, it's just nice to have at least a 4-star weak foot. And that's just going to wrap up this build video for you guys. Let me know if you do try this build out, how you liked it. I would love to hear that, because this is one of my favorite builds that I've used so far in FIFA. And if you could hit that like button on this video and smash that subscribe button on my channel, I'd greatly appreciate that. Trying to get to 3,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.